My topic is gun control. Gun control is a controversial issue in our times today. Lawmakers want to take our right to bear arms away. What are we to do, and what will we do? The specific purpose of this speech is to both give supporting and unsupporting sides of the great debate of gun control. Many people today have a weapon, an AK-47, an M9, an AR-15 rifle. Many avid gun owners are starting to see that their gun rights are slowly being taken away into the hands of the government. Many Democrats today will tell you that an average citizen does not need an AR-15 to go hunting. They use this tactic every time they go before Congress to try to take away assault rifles. Let's just picture this. Somebody goes into a movie theater and starts opening fire and shooting unarmed people. What are the cops to do? By the time they receive the report and are notified and are en route, the crime has already been committed and people have lost their lives. The United States Constitution says a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. I will provide information in an effort to show people the facts about gun control. I will show the pros and cons from each side. And by the end of my speech, I hope that you, as a citizen, will be more willing to fight for your right to keep and bear arms. How many people today own a gun? About 88 out of 100 people own a gun. That's about 270 million guns that the U.S. owns. That is the highest number per capita in the world. 22% of Americans own more than one gun. 35% of those are males, and 12% are females that own more than one gun. 31 states allow an open carry law, which means you do not have to have any information or permits to carry a gun. The Pew Foundation reported that 79% of male gun owners and 80% of female gun owners say they felt safer owning a gun. 64% of people who lived in a home said they felt safer if someone else owned a gun. A responsible and well-armed, trained citizen is the best protection against crime. Now they say that deaths will decrease with gun control. There were 464,033 total gun deaths between 1999 and 2013. 9,983 of those were unintentional deaths. That means that somebody was either hurt in a hunting accident, misuse of firearms, or kids just playing with guns. Now we need to do something about that. The United States, by contrast, has the 26th highest suicide rate, yet we're the highest people who own guns, highest nation that owns guns. Taking guns away will not help the suicide rate. If someone wants to commit suicide, they will find a way. We also want to think about background checks. Background checks will help control guns falling into the wrong hands. Yes, it does. Background checks will be kept by a government database. Some states have little regulations right now, and then other states have a hefty process that requires you to go through a lengthy process to obtain a gun. I believe that we need to have a lengthy process to obtain a gun. However, we should still be able to purchase guns without having to give up too much information. The Gun Control Act of 1968 prohibits felons, fugitives, and persons with severe mental defects to obtain a gun. Records would include name, address, mental health history, and your criminal record history. Now, they say that criminals will always be able to get a gun. They're not going to sit here and go through a licensed dealer to try to own a gun. They're going to try to find ways like independent dealers, like offline, in the newspaper, or even word of mouth. People sell guns all the time. We have to find a way to keep people protected. The best way to help with unintentional deaths is enacting safety features. This will decrease the needless deaths. 50% of unintentional deaths were caused by a family member or a self-inflicted wound. 100% of those deaths could have been avoided if safety features were in place. Safety features include trigger locks, barrel cords, and even education would prevent needless deaths. The saying, guns that don't kill people, people kill people. It is rare that you see a responsible, knowledgeable gun owner of any kind in any type of accident. A gun has never gotten up, turned itself off at the safety, undone its trigger lock, and shot somebody. Children who are taught about guns have a legitimate family member have much lower rates of delinquency than others. In conclusion, having guns and growing up around them is a way of life. Being an informed citizen, educated in safety, laws, and regulations will keep safety in your house and around others. Guns make people feel safe as long as they are in the hands of law-abiding citizens. If we can keep America armed and informed, we could decrease crime. Keeping our youth educated in the rules of owning and operating firearms, we secure a brighter future for gun owners. I hope that you will take a stand and tell our government that we do not want our guns to disappear. Thank you.